Yes, sir. Here we go. Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to another video. In today's video, I wanted to go over my market crash portfolio because, as most of you guys know, obviously I lost a lot of subscribers for doing that, which is absolutely hilarious. But who cares? Because guess what? I gained them all back plus more. So thank you guys so much, and welcome to all the new subscribers that I got. Let's go ahead and, all jokes aside, let's talk about the market crash portfolio. For those who don't know, I made a video recently where I basically talked about, basically said I was going to start nibbling in the stocks, and I did. And I do not apologize for that because some of these stocks were so ridiculously cheap. I'm like, okay, I gotta put money in here. I just couldn't help it. So what I bought, and you can see my portfolio right here. I really didn't buy much. I really didn't. You can see right here that I bought VOO, which is the S&P 500, which I recommend. Well, I can't say recommend. I'm sorry. No, not financial advice. I strongly believe, for me personally, and for really anybody, it's like my philosophy, right? Not telling you what to do, but my personal philosophy, I think everybody should have the S&P 500 in their portfolio. And right now, it's serving me pretty well. I mean, obviously, short term doesn't matter, and I would not be surprised if we make the next leg down. So don't let this, affect you too much. But as of right now, I am up 2%, which is pretty nice. It is pretty nice. So about the S&P 500, I'm up about 2.27%. Meta, my average cost is actually $161. And it's crazy because you guys know Meta actually went to 155. And it's like, man, whoever bought it there, kudos to you. You got it good. But it just goes to show you, just because you don't catch the bottom doesn't mean that you didn't get it at a cheap price, right? Because I got it at 161. The thing sat in the 150s for a while, and all of a sudden it just shot up. People started buying. And now here we go. I'm up 1.5%. And 1.7% now. I'm up 1.7% in Meta, which is Facebook. Now, the one stock that is really lagging and not doing well is Bank of America, which I'm actually not surprised. The banks are actually not doing very well. And I've actually been doing some reading and watching, and there are actually some pretty big name people who are considering shorting the banks. And that's very interesting. But it's interesting because both of them can win. They can win and we can win. Now, long term, I really like Bank of America. I am happy for it. Looks like Bank of America is pretty much making its way to the 20s. And if it does, I'm letting you guys know now, I will be buying more. I absolutely love this company. I think it's phenomenal business. I could do a full analysis on it if you want, but this is just like a surface level kind of video. So we're not going too deep yet. But yeah, Bank of America is stinking it up for me. But this just goes to show you guys, this is why you always want to have an index fund in your portfolio. Look at what is doing the best in my portfolio. The index fund. The index fund. The S&P 500 is killing it. Facebook is, it's cool. It's doing okay. Well, it's almost at 2% now. I can see it's at 1.96%. So that's pretty nice. And then Bank of America is just stinking it up, which I wouldn't say stinking it up because being down 4% is really nothing. So I wouldn't even say stinking it up. Really what Bank of America is doing is trying to give me a better opportunity to buy it. That's what trying to do, right? But just wanted to give you guys this update because I really think that when this whole bear market is over, we're going to come out of here very, very wealthy. At least I am. Obviously, let me also say this. I do not want you to copy me. Do not follow me. This is really for transparency purposes a little bit. I don't like to show my personal net worth or portfolios, but I figured, okay, what's a way that I can do this and still be somewhat transparent? Let me just make a new portfolio and just kind of show people like how I'm investing. Because really the whole point of this channel was to help you guys become better investors, right? So this is why the point of the portfolio, again, you don't want to copy somebody. What you want to do is take into consideration why I'm making these moves, how I'm thinking, do your own personal research. And then if you decide, I don't agree with Echoes on buying the S&P 500, but I do agree with him with buying Facebook. By the way, Facebook's up 2% now. That's pretty dope. But yeah, I do agree with Echoes on buying Facebook. Let me go ahead and buy that after doing my several hours of research, right? You definitely want to make sure that you are doing that. But yeah. Just want to show you guys the portfolio. Now, overall, the market, what I honestly think, here's what I honestly think. And I've said this numerous times. There's no other way I can say it. People are like, oh, you're timing the market, blah, blah, blah. Well, to me, when the S&P 500 was between 4,080 and 4,160, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, it was extremely obvious that the market was going to go lower. That's just my opinion. Could be wrong. Not saying I'm an oracle. But it was extremely obvious to me that the market was going to go lower, that it was going to go to the 3,000s. And it did. And now that it's finally gotten to a point, which I started buying this stuff when the S&P went to 3,700, now that it finally got to a point where I felt comfortable, where I felt like stocks were really cheap, and I felt like, a lot of what's going on in the macro is starting to get priced in, I felt comfortable just nibbling. Again, nibbles, not full buys. I still have plenty of cash. So if the market ends up going lower, which it very well could, holy cow, Facebook's about to be up 3%. So if the market goes up, which it very well could, goes down, which it very well could, I still have plenty of cash on the sidelines. and I will be more than happy to buy those dips. But anyway, I want to give you guys some other stocks that I'm closely looking at. I am really considering buying JP Morgan Chase too. It's another bank that I bank with, and I actually love them a lot. So I'm thinking about it. I'm also looking at maybe buying Home Depot. That's another one that I've got on my list. You guys already know about Starbucks and Disney. Disney, I'm going to continue to wait, though. I'm still a little iffy on that one. But Starbucks and Disney, I'm looking at closely. And JP Morgan Chase, I really like. I've been really considering McDonald's. I've been really considering that. I was just looking at that and just thinking about it like, man, in this type of environment, a stock like McDonald's is on. Okay, let me tell you my opinion. In my opinion, the stocks that you're going to want to own in this type of environment, especially if we get a recession, honestly, in my opinion, is probably going to be like a McDonald's or a Starbucks. And the reason why is because it doesn't matter what environment we're in. People are going to still eat like crap. People are still going to go and grab their cup of coffee, which, by the way, let me just say this as a health nut now, because for those who don't know, I've been on a really cool health journey. And last week I was down 17 pounds. Now I'm down 18 pounds. So it's just, the weight loss has gotten insane. But yeah, don't eat McDonald's, folks. I mean, I'm still going to buy the company anyway because I know most Americans aren't going to listen. But for my followers, I want you guys to be healthy. I want you guys to be in decent shape. And I want you guys to, enjoy your life and things like that and live as long as you can. So don't eat too much McDonald's. But anyway, McDonald's and Starbucks, regardless of what's going on in the recession, people are still going to buy that. People are still going to there's still going to be lines out the door for McDonald's and in the drive-thru. There's still going to be lines all the way into the street for people to get their cup of coffee for Starbucks. So those are two stocks. Not only do I want to own in this type of environment, but honestly, I just want to own just for the long term because they're just wonderful businesses. Now, I'm not ready to buy Starbucks yet. I'm still waiting on it. McDonald's is starting to look a little juicy, though, so we'll see how that goes. But again, you guys can see the portfolio link in the description, so I will definitely let you guys know basically any stock that I buy in this market crash portfolio. Remember, I have like several portfolios. I have like several retirement accounts, and then I got two other individual portfolios. But this one is just my new portfolio. It's the market crash portfolio. It's not going to have a crap ton of money in. It's really just for teaching purposes. But yeah, I'm enjoying this ride so far. I see Facebook's up 3%, so that's pretty cool. See, guys, even if you don't catch the bottom, you can still buy a stock at a cheap price and, still be okay. So Facebook position is looking good. Bank of America stinking it up, but I have faith in Bank of America. They'll be okay in the long term. They're just going through some things right now as well as the other banks. And obviously the S&P 500, which, like I said, everybody should have that in their portfolio, in my opinion, is looking very, very well. And again, this is just a short term. I'm not bragging or celebrating the short term because honestly, next week, all of this stuff could be down. Like, you just never know, right? And I'm not trying to act like I know. But my main point that I'm trying to communicate here is when stocks are cheap and the S&P 500 is down, 20% from highs, and then it eventually gets to 30% for highs, that makes sense in my opinion to start stepping in and putting some cash to work. But that's just my opinion. But anyway, just wanted to go ahead and give you guys this update. Hopefully this video helps. So there you guys have it. That'll go ahead and conclude today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.